You want to talk about a big receiver that can get downfield, that is the most fluid receiver as a big guy and could do some damage. Kelvin Harmon from North Carolina State is the guy to look out for, okay? Probably going to be projected as a 4th-round pick, probably a late 4th, okay? But you want to look at this guy because this guy could run by anybody. He's did it in college. Don't know how it's going to translate into the NFL, but he is one of the best frame catching receivers in college football, and he will jump up in front of a corner, turn around, and catch that football if he can't get it with his hands. He's very lengthy. He's got long arms. Another big guy, another big receiver in this draft. But I think he's the best out of all the big guys. Besides Hollywood Brown, that's going to be projected as the first guy to go. I think I like Kelvin Harmon a lot because his ball skills are ridiculous. He can catch any football, really. He's very quick at catching the football and getting speed going upfield. That's for a big guy and how fluid he is. He could run any type of route that you can. His route running is so great, and that's where draft analysts are like turning their heads, and scouts are turning their heads and they're saying, "Wow, this guy is so good with finding open space." This is a guy that could find the open space in the defense, and he does it all the time. All the time. You can put him press coverage. I mean, it doesn't matter what defenses do to him. He still makes catches. He still finds a way to make a catch and get yards. The only bad thing about Kelvin Harmon is his yak yards, but most of the time, it's not really the receiver's fault. Most of the time, it could be the quarterback's fault. So I actually heard a rumor. I read some reports about, why his yak yards weren't that good. That's because they've had a quarterback the past few years that's an early triggered quarterback. He's not patient. He's been throwing the ball too early, too late. So when that happens, the receiver has to stop too early, stop too late. And, I think he's only averaging about 13 yards after every catch he makes. But he's had some big plays. And like I said, his strength is using his body to make catches. And if he can't catch, and if he can't, reach out radius with his arms and go grab the football, that's what he's going to do to people, okay? And like I said, like these draft prospects, especially all these scouts that are looking for, receivers, have turned their heads towards this guy because they're saying this guy is really big. On tape, you'd see him. He's huge. And he's got some speed. And he can literally catch the foot. I mean, ridiculous. He back of the end zone. I mean, he's very good with his footwork, especially before going out of bounds. He can keep both his feet in bounds. For a big guy, he's got great balance. That's where he's most important in this for the draft. He's the best blocking receiver in this draft. Best blocking. Guy is amazing. And what I've read on other reports is that when the play's not going his way, this guy plays 110%. You want to see effort, you watch a full game and just watch the highlighted views of what Kelvin Harmon could do when the play's not even going his way. He's making blocks. He's blocking guys downfield. Kelvin Harmon can run a deep route. His acceleration straight off the line, going at a vertical, pass has been amazing. Get separation, but the yak yards aren't there. But I think he'll be there in the NFL. I don't see why not. You just need that quarterback to throw the football at the right time, and you pretty much have it right there. So if I would probably pick a big receiver other than Hollywood Brown, I'd probably go after this guy. If you want to see some development in this guy in his first year, I put him on a roster that really needs a guy. If you want a possession receiver, if he might not make it as a deep threat in the NFL. Probably not. He might be a possession receiver with a lot of short area quickness. He literally can change direction, find open space. See, the football IQ that Kelvin Harmon has is he can go upfield and he can read where there's open space, and he will get to that spot and make catches. You watch what he can do. He can do all of that. And that's good because you always want a polished route runner and the guy that's smart where to go on the field when he sees empty space. So that's a good thing. So that's really about it, guys. Kelvin Harmon for MC State. I think he'll get drafted. I know the Eagles need a deep threat receiver. They could draft another one. We drafted Shelton Gibson. You know what I mean? We've tried. We've tried drafting. We've tried, but we haven't gotten. Getting Shelton Gibson was like the only one we've really drafted. But we'll see down the road. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think about Kelvin Harmon from NC State. Not the flashiest guy in the draft, but, I pretty much go over everything with all these receivers. And you could get a guy to redshirt for a year. You could get a guy that, could maybe put on the field, see what he could do. and just see where it goes from there. And that's really it. So I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly.